tonight, and I am doing a little demo of how to create a Twitter list. Lovely to see you all. Do comment because I will be able to see you in the chat, and I can put your comment up on the screen if it's appropriate, obviously. So, yeah, a lot of people ask me about Twitter lists. How do you use them? How do you create one? So, Twitter lists can be used in different ways. The way I use them is I use Twitter lists to segment my Twitter feed so I don't have to see all the stuff going on in Twitter. And it means that in the morning I can just check my notifications and then go straight to my Twitter list. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you how to create a Twitter list, and then I'll tell you how I use those Twitter lists. It's a great way for keeping people engaged that you want to engage with. It's a great way to stay on someone's radar if there's someone on your list that you want to keep an eye on and you want them to keep noticing you and build relationships. So that's what I use it for. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm using Restream, by the way. I'm streaming live into Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube all at the same time. So this is Restream what I'm using. If you want a link to try it, do DM me and I will send it to you, and I'll do a little demo if you like. Hi, Emmanuel. Lovely to see you. Yes, he's used Twitter lists. Great. Okay, well, I'm going to actually share my screen now. And I'm going to go into my Twitter. Okay, so if I go into my Twitter here, there is my profile. And over here on the left-hand side, you have Twitter lists. So if we don't even look at all the tabs I have open, okay? But if I go into lists here and click at the top, if I move over here to the top, there's a little square and I can create a new Twitter list. So I have all kinds of different lists here, as you can see. And there are different reasons I have those lists. Some are locked, which means you wouldn't be able to see them normally. Some are open. So the ones that are open are ones that you will be able to see if you go to my list. So I'm going to click compose, create new list. So we're going to create a new list called Restream Live Twitter list. So we'll just call it Restream Live Twitter list. So, you know, whatever, we can call it Restream Twitter lists. So anyone who comments today, I can put you on this Twitter list. Okay, so I can make it private or I can make it public. You can also create a list of Irish gift ideas, which I have, or Irish holiday ideas, anything like that. Locksmith, plumber, carpenter, anything like that. But if you're in business and you want to create a list of brand advocates, or there could be people who inspire you, funny people, so when you're actually relaxing on Twitter, things like that. So you can create different lists. So you can create your list. You can make it private if you want, which means anyone added to the list will not get a notification they've been added. So no one will know, and nobody will be able to see your private list. But I'm going to keep this one open. Okay. And then you just click next. And then you click done. Okay, so that list is created. So now I'm going to go in to my notifications and see who is here and who has mentioned. So, for example, Philip and Sarah have retweeted my tweet. Thank you very much, Philip and Sarah. So Philip, I'm going to add Philip, Digital Humanitarian, to my list. So what you do is you click into the person you want to add to your list, click the three dots, and then you add Philip to my Restream Twitter list. Which is just for today. I'm just doing this. Okay, so I'm going to add Philip there, and everybody go follow Philip, and then I click save. And then I can add Sarah if I want to. So in my notifications, it says that Sarah has retweeted my tweet. Thank you very much, Sarah. And I can click the three dots beside Sarah and add her to my list. So then I'm thinking, okay, right. So I have these two people. I also have a different list that Sarah is in, Women of Twitter Spaces. So if I click save, okay, so I've created my lists, okay, and I've added Sarah and Philip to my lists. So if I want to engage with Philip and Sarah again, and let's say I'm going to do another Restream or I'm going to do another Twitter demo, what I can do is I can actually go into the lists, right? And then I can click into who was it? I can say, who were those two people that joined me on that live that day? Who were those two people? And I can just go in here and then find Sarah and Philip. So there's Sarah and Philip. And then I can actually just tweet to Philip and say, oh, by the way, Philip, hi, thanks for watching the live video. And then I can also say, oh, I'm doing another one at 5 p.m. on Friday, or whatever it is I want to say. So that's going to make Philip stay. He's going to be happy that I mentioned him, and it keeps me on Philip's radar as well. So if you go through my list, you can see I have all kinds of different lists. And one of my really good lists that I love is my Irish gift ideas list and my Irish holidays list. So if you're going on holidays this year and you want to go into my list, you can actually go in and have a look at my list and have a look at the different people who are actually on my list. And then you can even follow yourself and just have a look at these people. So there's all different holiday ideas for if you're going on holidays. And so there's different ways you can use lists, but the main reason and the way I use it, oh, sorry, and Michael, I just saw your comment there. The main reason I use Twitter lists is because I like to keep track, keep engaged with people on my lists. It keeps me top of mind. It also, let's say I have a lead. So let's say there's a sales lead of some sort. I can actually go in and I can say, right, let's go into my list of leads. Okay, so did I reach out to that person? Did they sign up? Did they come to my workshop? Would they be interested in my workshop? So you can create little lists of leads and you can keep them private, as I said, or public. If they're private, no one will get a notification. Today, Sarah and Philip got a notification that I added them to my Twitter list. If I had made it a private list, they wouldn't have got that. And I've met Philip and Sarah in Twitter Spaces. So big shout out to you both. Thank you so much. And Mel, thank you. Oh, that's really nice, Mel. And thank you for that comment. Thanks, Samantha. You explained so well. So I'm actually going to put Mel's comment up on the screen because it makes me feel really good. But also, it's giving Mel a chance to get some exposure there. And I'm going to put Emmanuel's up as well. And there you go. And there you go, Emmanuel. Thank you so much. And that's helping Emmanuel. So it's helping my audience. I'm engaging with my audience. This is Restream. If you want to message me, I will send you a link to try Restream. But like really, folks, Twitter lists have helped me to find people that I find interesting, but also I go in and I engage with them. Like I might go, who out of my Irish holidays list have I not helped this week? So maybe I can retweet them or something. So it's a really good way to keep your audience engaged, segment your audiences, and also create that list of leads. Now, I'd never, ever call a Twitter list leads. I don't want to go on that list. Nobody wants to go on that list, but I could make it a private list and call it, New Connections 2021, or I can give it some kind of code. Okay, so don't be afraid to use Twitter lists. They are very useful. It helps you segment the noise and stop going down a rabbit hole on Twitter, for example. And if you want any more tips, by the way, I have a social media bootcamp coming up. It's on the 26th of May. If you're interested in coming along, if you go to my Twitter, you will see details. I'll just show it on screen here so you can see. It's €30 for a ticket. If anyone is interested, we will be covering Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, live streaming, and Canva. So if anyone would like to come along, it's if you just ask me for the link, it's €30 and it's the ultimate social media bootcamp for beginners to intermediate. And it's really, really cool. 26th of May. Okay, so if you want more tips like this, I will be teaching you all about Twitter. So thanks very much and have a lovely Saturday.